I dreamt last night of you, John John, and thought you called to me. And when I awoke this morning, John, yourself I hoped to see, but I was all alone, John John. Though still I heard your call, I put my boots and bonnet on and took my Sunday shawl, and went full sure to find you, John, to Nina Fair. The fair was just the same as then 5 years ago today, when first you left the thimble men and came with me away. For there again were thimble men and shooting galleries and card-trick men and Maggie men of all sorts and degrees. But not a sight of you, John John, was anywhere. I turned my face to home again and called myself a fool to think you'd leave the thimble men and live again by rule, and go to mass and keep the fast and till the little patch. My wish to have you home was past before I raised the latch and pushed the door and saw you, John, sitting down there. How cool you came in here, begad, as if you owned the place. But rest yourself there now, my lad, 'tis good to see your face. My dream is out, and now by it I think I know my mind. At 6 o'clock this house you'll quit, and leave no grief behind. But until 6 o'clock, John John, my bit you'll share. My neighbour's shame of me began when first I brought you in. To wed and keep a tinker man, they thought a kind of sin. But now this 3 years since you've gone, 'tis pity me they do, and that I'd rather have, John John, than that they'd pity you. Pity for me and you, John John, I could not bear. Oh, you're my husband right enough, but what's the good of that? You knew you never were the stuff to be the cottage cat, to watch the fire and hear me lock the door and put out Shep. But there now it's 6 o'clock, and time for you to step. God bless and keep you far, John John, and that's my prayer.